In 2011, the worldwide installed base of ABB drives saved more than 310 million megawatt hours of electricity. That's about 260 million metric tonnes of CO2 emissions, or, in pure energy savings, around 6 times the annual power consumption of every Australian household. With these figures in mind, and as part of our commitment to sustainable business practices, we at ABB are always seeking opportunities to reduce our own carbon output. One such recent achievement, utilising our own drives and motors technology at ABB's Flow Calibration Laboratory in Moorebank, shows how easy it can be to lower carbon output and reduce operating costs.
My name's Michael Freeman. I'm the workshop manager and laboratory manager here for measurement products at Moorebank. Our laboratory is NATA accredited to ISO 17025 and we're the largest public testing facility in the Southern Hemisphere. We can test flow meters up to 750 nominal bores at 750 litres a second. We test for the mining industry, water industry, process industry, also local government and custody transfer. We've got an ageing plant and the reliability and the maintenance on the plant was becoming expensive. So we brought the variable speed drives department in to assist us to size the drives correctly and make sure we had the correct equipment that would fit perfectly into our ABB control system that we're installing. The ABB drives now give us greater varying degree of performance for the equipment. We can achieve customers' required set points and give the client a better result in a faster time, resulting in a cost saving to our client. The benefits of our investment has been greater control of our process in our plant, increased reliability and maintenance time for the process. We also have had an energy appraisal completed by the drives department that showed we're saving 244 megawatts of power per annum. This showed we've got a 2-year payback for the investment that we made.
Part of ABB's environmental requirements is that every year we set objectives and targets that we need to meet as part of that day-to-day activity. One of which is to reduce our energy consumption by 2.5% per annum. This project has certainly led a long way to achieving that with the significant savings that we can see of 240 megawatt hours of energy, which is approximately about 120 tonnes of CO2 that will not be placed into the atmosphere. And as a result of that, we're significantly going to go a long way to achieving our objectives, not only for this year, but for the long term in the future.
70% of electrical energy consumed at industrial customers today is consumed by the humble electric motor. Yet less than 10% of those motors are running on variable control. So the real opportunity for savings is looking at and identifying opportunities with the existing motors. So how can we save or adjust the speed control on those motors? ABB has a product called a variable speed drive. In layman's terms, it's a box of electronics, one I prepared earlier, that's installed between the motor and the power supply. And what the variable speed drive enables the clients to do is to adjust the process flow by changing the speed on the electric motor. If I look at a typical application in a customer's industrial application, they run a lot of pumps and fans on fixed speed, but they will use a mechanical valve to actually control the flow. The drives team would compare that to driving along in your car and having your foot flat on the accelerator, and when you want to change speed, applying the brake at the same time. So anyone that would do that in a car would understand you're using a lot of petrol whilst braking. So in the electric motor world, it's the same thing. It's much more efficient to have a variable speed drive change the motor speed than to use a mechanical process. So a lot of energy savings to be had by doing that. Energy consumption by introducing a variable speed drive to those processes can sometimes benefit the customer with a 50 and in even some occasions 90% reduction in energy consumption.